Okay. Now let's see the enrollments that has happened over the few years. So the last enrollment number I have for 2010, 2011, it's still not up. I will be updating the when it is up. So you see, like in 97 when the institute started, only 108 people registered, and you saw like a kind of increasing trend. Then it's kind of a flattish trend that we are seeing. So over here, uh, prior to 2008, there was no part 1 and part 2. There was only one level, and it was known as the full examination. From 2009, the institute has started the part 1 and part 2. So in 2009, the first time, November 2009, they conducted the part 1 examination. So you can see that total of 20,670 people took full examination in 2009, but only 2,721 people took part 1 examination. Okay, in 2010 the full examination was removed, and only you have to take part 1 or part 2 examination. So what you saw is in 2010, total of 17,000 people took part 1 examination, total of 5,900 people took the part 2 examination. So a total candidate, if you see, is 23,324. So it's like the number of people taking this examination is increasing day by day because of the benefit it provides. Okay. Now this slide talks you about the pass rates historically. So I can say, and on average you can say that the pass rate is around 45 to 50%. So if you see the full examination pass rate, so up till 2009 the full examination was conducted. So last examination 44% was the pass rate. In part 1 examination in 2009, 55% people passed. Okay, 52.5% people passed in May 2010, but the part 1 November 2010, only 40% people passed. In fact, like, this was the toughest FRM paper level 1 I saw in my life. Okay, I did not see, but the feedback I got from the student, I would say that this was the toughest FRM paper ever to come. So that's why, like, level 1 only 40% people passed. But if you see the level 2, the pass rate is around 54-55%. Okay, the May 2011 examination, the level 1 pass rate was, I'm not sure, but it was around 54%. So you can roughly say that 50% of the folks are passing this examination. So around 50% of the people are passing the level 1 and level 2 examination. So that's why, like, I can say that if 100 people register for FRM, okay, part 1, 50 will get through the part 1. Okay, out of these 50, again 50% will get through. So there is a 25% chance that you will, once you enroll for FRM, 25% chance that you will become a charter. Okay, so FRM certified. Okay, now over here, like, if you have any question, you can mention in the chat box. Okay, then let's see, go to the next slide, CFA versus FRM. Okay, now if you see the work profile, okay, now CFA is wide based. Okay, but the focus is there on valuation, and in the valuation in the CFA the focus is on the equity valuation, and in the CFA the focus is there on the portfolio management. Okay, CFA is compared to MBA in finance. Okay, whereas if you see FRM, the focus is on risk management. Okay, it has narrow scope. Okay, has narrow scope in the terms of work, but if you see the work profiles, what we are seeing is, like, the companies, they are taking FRM holders because of their specific knowledge. Okay, now that's why you see that whatever the learning that you take in FRM, it is applicable to various profiles. Okay, so what I will say is, like, if FRM, even though narrow, it is applicable to various profiles. CFA focus is mostly on equity valuation, portfolio management. So as a result, what you see is, like, in if people, those who are interested in equities, I will say that go in for the CFA certification. People who are not that savvy about the mathematics, I will say that they should look for CFA. Okay, but given said that, I would say that whatever we are covering in FRM part 1, okay, under equity, under derivatives, under fixed income will be covered in your CFA under part level 1 and level 2. Okay, whatever the measurement, risk measurement and management that you do in your part 2 of your FRM, it is being covered under CFA, not wholly but slightly it is being covered in under CFA level 3 also. So you can say that around, I will say that around 70% of the not 70 but I will say that around 60% of the FRM syllabus is there in all the level 1, 2 and 3 of the CFA. That is, I will say. Okay, but like in